Hey. Sorry, I was getting some stuff. And of course, I forgot the pillow. I don't know why I can't ever remember to get a pillow. This thing gets hot. Anyways, hello, Brenda. Hello, Nancy. And I'm sorry if you guys hear things going off in the background. They're still doing their stuff. Uh, for 4th of July. So, I wanted to share with you guys. I didn't powder it up good. I just put it in there because I didn't have time to powder it. This is eggs. I'm so impressed. You can see all of it is good and dehydrated. And I got a new little, I don't think it's in here, a new little handheld thing. And I canned 9 jars of peaches. Yes, it is in here. I got this in the mail to try and make my life easier because every time I try to go and um, seal a jar or whatever, I have to pull out the whole food saver machine, and it's just crazy. So I wasn't sealing things because I got overwhelmed with it. Um, Pulling out this and doing that and not getting anything done whenever I wanted to. Hey, Linda. Um, so I purchased this. Now this is really weird. It came in a kit. Okay, this is all the stuff that it came with. I already had these, but I thought, hey, that gives me another set of these things, right? Well, it has this to go into this, but you can see there's no way to stick this onto this. I'm like, what the heck did they send this for? It's just freaking me out. And they sent me a little chain. So I'm going to put this. I remember these whenever I was younger. We used to have these for our soda pops. And I said, that would be really good to have on my keychain. Or put it in my truck somewhere for in case I'm out somewheres. But so this is what I did. I put this on top of this and just sucked it out that way. And it worked. So hopefully it's strong enough. Peaches are great, but I'll tell you, I'm really disappointed. See the water is down down to here, and they siphoned every one of them, siphoned every single solitary one, and I've never had that happen before. They look good, and I'll use them quite quickly, but I was really disappointed. And I'm thinking about um, canning up some mangoes in simple syrup, I do like it. The tube is for you. Have regular food saver. It can be used for that too. Okay, I do have the regular food saver, but it has its own cord to do that. Okay, good. I'm glad to know that's how it works. Hey, Christy. Well, drive safe, sweetheart. Um, I got to eat my first tomatoes today, but I also found the first squash bugs today too. I'm telling you, Linda, I'm brokenhearted. Those squash bugs, we always called them stink bugs, but I guess they're squash bugs. They are stinging my tomatoes and wiping out my tomatoes. I'm so mad. I pulled about 7 tomatoes off of the plants that were rotten, totally rotten where they had stung me. I don't know why they do that. Hello, Barb. Yes, it is definitely the best. I had mine not too long ago, but I have to show you this big one that I got. Hang on. I brought it in. I've been picking mine green whenever they first put that blush on, and they're not getting messed up. For the rain and stuff we've had, this is my big daddy, and I'm so proud of it. It's not too big, but you can see something had it after all that hail hit my plants and everything. And now I've got spider mites all over one row of tomatoes. The Cherokee purples that I planted, the last, they died. They died totally while I was gone. And there should have been no reason why they died. I didn't see anything on them. I think those, can't remember if that is, I think this is the beefsteaks. I think that's the beefsteaks. I think the Better Boys is on the end that's got the spider mites. All bugs are my enemies. Just gotta say. Found cucumber beetles all over my squash. Wow. Yeah, I think I got 2 squash off of my plants. But Wilma, she don't have any of that. I'm just so surprised. And y'all, I want you to see uh this squash she gave me. Where did I put it? It was green, but now it's turning yellow. Huh. It's a it's called a Mexican squash called a cow. Oh, I had it looked up and I can't remember the name of it now. Isn't that beautiful? It was green. Whenever we picked it, it was green. Had just a little bit of yellow on one spot. And now it's all yellow and hard as a rock. I can't wait to cut it open. I'm thinking about No, it's not a chayote. They called it something else. I mean, it could be, but that's not what. When I looked it up, that's not what it was. Um. um. So I'm gonna save some seeds out of that. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like it. I haven't found a squash that I didn't like, to be honest with you. She sent me home with some um yellow squash also. What did I do with my pillow? This is hot already. One of these days. Okay. Um, she sent me home with that and some yellow squash and cucumbers, and I sliced them up and made put them in the freeze dryer and freeze dried them. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to do some test runs when when I get, you know, more time to play around with stuff that I've freeze dried. And I'm going to see about rehydrating them, whether I need to rehydrate them or whether I just need to um, put them in a casserole dish and some onions and stuff like that to make a good casserole. So, anyways, I'm excited about that. Now uh, I need to close this or else it's going to keep dinging. The cucumbers that I did, I've got this bright idea that if I mix up um, like vinegar, like I'm going to make uh, um, pickles, and spray that vinegar brine on a spiced dill vinegar brine on them. I want to get a little teeny mister sprayer and spray them and see if they will taste good. Because to be honest with you, the freeze drying community raves about their chips and stuff that they're making, but I'm not too impressed with those. Just not very impressed with them at all. I tasted it. It was very blah. I know that most of them are putting. Sorry, guys, something has really got after me today. My nose has not stopped itching. So I know a lot of them are using different seasonings on there and stuff like that, but I'm not too great on salt. Are y'all still here? Okay. Nobody was saying anything, so I didn't know if I lost you. The last couple of lives that I've tried to do on this computer has froze. Hoping that doesn't happen tonight. Um, so I do want to apologize for just hopping off of the live stream um, when it was Lance's birthday. I hope you guys seen some of the pictures um, I took of that. I don't know why right in the middle of singing happy birthday, I finally got my phone on to video it. But we had a blast at Wilma's. They camped out and they played cornhole, and we went swimming and went to a um, splash pad park, and um, we were going to go to a museum, but that didn't happen. Um, but we had fun anyways. They played in the sprinkler several times. Poor Wilma, they did a lot of laundry, a lot of towels while we were there. I would have hanged them up and made them use them again, but Wilma won't let them do that. My granddaughter turns 11 tomorrow. Time flies. I know. Isn't it crazy? I'm just like, it's here today and gone tomorrow. That's another reason why I'm overwhelmed. I'm really enjoying spending time with the grandkids and Becky and everything, and I got so much to do. And she's helping me. She's going to come up tomorrow and help me. Please pray that we get lots done. The more we get done together, the less stress it is on me. I agree with that, Brenda. Virginia and I were just talking about that today. Virginia will be 95. Um, I think I can't quote it, but I think she's born on the 17th. And Walt will be 101 on the 15th. And I'm not going to be able to spend it with either one of them because I'm going to probably be in Georgia again. If it all works out, I'll be in Georgia again. Wilma is bringing in the corn and stuff like that, and I'm going to go up and help and be able to bring some home. Now, I did taste the corn that I freeze dried, and I liked it. I wouldn't say that I would go out of my way to eat it because it's not cooked raw, because I don't really care for raw corn, but it was nice. Yeah, me too. I was so hoping that Michael would go out and pick some of that big pieces um, while we were there, but he wasn't ready to do that. He said he wasn't ready. And I think yesterday he picked some. Yeah, it will. I'm so glad that I've got this freeze dryer. Although I'm really disappointed with all the negative. I'm in a freeze dryer group that I just am. They are just like so negative about the freeze dryer and all. I'm just like, I hope to God I don't have these kind of problems. Everyone that I know that has freeze dryers, I've never had any problem with them. But all these people on Facebook are just bashing them constantly. I'd like to make a corn patch, but then I have wouldn't have room for other things. By the way, the roselle is looking fantastic. Yay! Mine, I have almost lost all of it. I love my dog. Teresa can tell you I love him and I thank her for him all the time. But that little turd has gone in that garden space and laid everything down. and it's overgrown too. But that's what happens. Um, and I'm just so frustrated. I still have plants, but they're not quite up to par because I haven't given them any attention like I did last year. Yeah, there was hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of plants there. And I'm telling you, he went and just laid in there on top of them and just, what can I say? I, you know, I try to keep him out so that he can guard the chickens and stuff, but he's just not my, he's just not my friend sometimes when it comes to stuff like that. And they keep digging these holes right as you walk off of the porch, the slab, the concrete into the dirt. Oh my gosh, the holes are terrible. I have to really be very careful when I walk out there now. And it's not just him, it's her too. She's always dug, but it's like I can't let her outside because her and him together, bad news. I have to put him in his kennel whenever I let her out. But I am totally overwhelmed. Totally. I just can't even. And guys, it's not all the physical labor that I got to do around here. It's mental issues. Um, 4th of July is one of the hardest um, holidays for me. I've lost so many people on the 4th of July or just before. 9 people on the 4th of July and 11 people all together within a few days of the 4th of July. So it's a little bit, you know, I have to focus. I have to make myself focus and thank the Lord that I'm in a country that I love so dearly. And I am so sad when I see people. Yeah, he's singing. He's trying to tell me he's knocked his food bowl over again. Um, it saddens me to see people that don't cherish this country that live here. I don't understand why they live here if they don't like it. My roselle is looking good, but something ate mullein off at the ground. Oh no. I'm going to tell you something. I came very close. Hey, Carol. Weird. Said 8 people couldn't see anyone at first. Hmm. There, Kathy. Everyone. Um, I seen a really beautiful mullein when I was coming to Georgia, and we were going too fast to get it, to stop and get it. I don't remember where we were at. Groundhog mowed down my cantaloupe plants. Never had trouble with them before. Um. Wow. Cool. Um. I really want to get some more mullein seeds. The mullein seeds that I got from Holland and Lily, they did not come up at all. I don't know why. They're I don't know why they just never did come up. I've tried to plant them 3 or 4 different times, and they just didn't come up. Hey there, Rep for Eternity. That's Annabeth, right? And I just finished harvesting a watermelon, 3 cantaloupe, and lots of tomatoes, okra out of my garden. Hope everyone is doing amazing. You're lucky girl. My um my watermelons are about that big. The plants are about that big. I should have planted them a long time ago. But hey, Susan, I didn't. Probably won't do anything. Yeah, I wish we had it down here too. Wow. I'm dying to get some Everglade. I'm not dying. I would like to get some Everglade tomatoes really badly. Um, I just keep forgetting to order some. And guess what, guys? I don't know if I put it on the video that I'm making or not tonight. I don't know if I put it on there or not. But I figured out what the tomato plant is that I got out of that I harvested that from the chicken manure 5-gallon pot. Remember the tomato plant was about that big, and I pulled it out and I moved it over and put it into my raised bed, and it's gigantic now. It is a grape tomato. I'm sure it came from the seeds from the um, stuff that we give the chickens. Wow. And ours is sandy and yucky. I am saving Everglade seeds for you from these coming up right now. Awesome. Thank you. So I'm just a little overwhelmed every which way I move. And I need encouragement. And you guys seem to encourage me to get going. Um, those beans that I planted out there, they were supposed to be bush beans, but I see runners everywhere. And I'm going, okay, these are supposed to be bush beans. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I guess just let them run all over the place and get what I can. Thank you, Nancy. I'm having Venice tomatoes come in like crazy. They are the best smaller tomato. I planted brandywine tomatoes, which I didn't like growing. I don't like thornwort. Thorough burns terracotta either. Are the Everglades tomatoes breed for Florida? They're just a wild tomato that came up in the Everglades, and that's why they named it, because they are so easy and prolific to grow there. They grow there wild, and they're just little teeny tiny tomatoes, but they're delicious. They have such a bold, strong, beautiful tomato flavor. I had them a lot when I was a kid, but they'll grow anywhere. I think David the Good grows them up in where he's at. Kathy, I've been exhausted today from yesterday. I knew I was doing too much, but wanted to get it done. And that's my problem. You know, and the sad part is I gave myself my shot um before we went on the vacation, and you would think that I would have energy. I did not have no energy while I was on my vacation either. Oh, mullein needs cold weather to sprout. I don't like brandywines either. Um, I want to say it was brandywine. No, it was Cherokee Purple that I planted out there. They did not do good, and those were come from the store. They did not do good at all. The thorn burns terracotta tomato roots on the vine. The brandywine always has blossom end rot. Everyone loves them, but mine always have blossom end rot. You just came off vacation. Usually, for us women, we need rest. Yeah, that's true, but I needed rest before I went. What shot B12? My energy from them only lasts a few hours. I take a B12 shot every 2 weeks. Yep, Susan, two are better than one. I must have missed something. I've got purple tomatoes. I really haven't had any purple tomatoes. Um, that's what I'm like too. We way overdid it this 4 day weekend. Hope everyone had a wonderful 4th of July. I just pretty much hung out here. Like I said, I did. Oh, you guys weren't in whenever I was showing this stuff. This is the squash that I got from Wilma that I'm going to eat. I'm excited about. I'm going to cook it tomorrow, and I'm trying to get all this stuff over here that I lay out for myself for props here. Okay, this is my eggs that I did in the freeze dryer. I'm so excited. Now I will tell you, my girlfriend Diane gave me some old lids, and the first lid that I had on this jar was a Kerr lid, and it was old. It had gray seal inside, and I think that it didn't seal because they're a thicker lid, and I think they have to be heated up before you do them. So I went to the ball and did it. So I learned my lesson there. And then this was the peaches that I made, 9 pint-sized jars of peaches. Of course, I splurged and bought a box of peaches on the way home. Man, peaches have gone outrageous. I just couldn't believe they wanted $40 for a box of peaches. I want to go over to Plant City tomorrow, but I really need to do some stuff around here and I need to save my money. I really want to get tomatoes. My tomatoes are beautiful, beautiful plants, but I'm not getting enough. So I need to start fertilizing or something to get more blooms. We do not like Cherokee Purple either. They always rot on the vine. Uh, I take B12 daily, but I can't tell if it's helpful. Huh. From packing and unpacking, I meant we usually need rest. Can you do a sublingual? I don't know what that means. I don't do good taking pills. So, and the amount of B12 that I need for my body because I'm deficient in it um, was why I'm on the shots. Oh, my nose is itching again. So what else did I miss? I just made our food. I just made our food today. Yesterday we had leftovers. Working on paperwork for M to get therapy again. Oh, that's good. Did you scramble them, then freeze dry? We put them in raw and freeze dried. I froze dry. I did them raw. I didn't know you had a freeze dryer. They're raw, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Now I did not put them through a blender to powder them. That's why they're chunky like that. I don't care. I can use a spoon to break them up or a fork before I measure them out. Not a real big problem for me. Uh, I may, I may be sorry. I may have to go blend them. I don't know, but right now I didn't blend them. Um, there is a great sublingual on Amazon. I am out and feel the difference. Peaches are expensive here in peach country. The frost killed so many flowers. Yes, it's the humid heat and downpours, and then nothing. The plants are confused. Yep. Some lingual melts in your mouth. I am way deficient too. My mom takes B12. Her body can't process the natural B12, so it needs more B12. Afraid we are headed towards the years of lean. Yep, it's hot here too. It's been a weird garden season. Yes, it has totally been weird. Uh, for a couple years for me. I mean, I've really had to struggle for several years now. Um, and I'm telling you, I would have had a beautiful garden and a beautiful harvest if it hadn't been for that hailstorm with the tornado. You know, that tornado, it literally just skirted the top of my trees, and I can still see where all the trees were chopped up at the top. We went to town Sunday. It was 101 degrees. It was 98 degrees when we got back home. Wow, that's crazy. Same, we were under a weather advisory for heat. We had feels like 100 plus today. Yeah, mine was well over 100 for several days now too. Yes, it was heartbreaking. Massive rainstorm yesterday. That was terrible seeing what happened to you with your fruit. Yeah, and I still haven't recovered. Now, I will say that I am very, very excited because David did not have that problem at his home, and he brought up here two 55-gallon garbage cans half full of mangoes. So that would be one whole 55-gallon garbage can that was full of mangoes that he picked off his tree because the squirrels were just aggravating. They were tearing them up and pulling them off and biting them. And so I am letting them ripen right now. There are some that are ripe, and I am cutting them up and putting them in freezer bags with the amount of fruit that it takes to make jelly. Because I didn't make one jar of jelly with mine whatsoever. And I want to get some of his that are ripe, but not quite ripe enough to peel and make for jelly. I want to cut those up and get them ready to make some mango chutney. Yes, 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 Carol. I got a lot of lychees. Um, and a friend of mine came by here while I was gone to Georgia and got two 5-gallon buckets full, which left me with hardly any left. So when David um, told me that she wanted to come back for more, I said, I don't think so. I don't have enough to do what I'm doing. I am freeze drying them. And I am going to can some. Um, I've always wanted to try canning some, and I'm going to can some. I know that it's not, the FDA hasn't recommended it, but you know what? I'm a rebel canner. I'll do what I want for myself. The storms were rough this year. I know. Oh, I know. Did you ever see the calves born with the big and little seven on their faces? We are into a smaller or leaner sevens year. Wow. I love frozen mangoes to eat. Yes, they are so good. I try to keep some in the freezer all the time for making smoothies and just I like to chop them up and put them on ice cream. All kinds of things I do with them. What? 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 Got two 5-gallon buckets and wanted more. I need to be your neighbor. Um, well, there's a whole story behind it. She comes every year and gets some from me, but yeah, that's I'm gonna have to start saying. I didn't say how much she could have, and I didn't realize there was that many on the tree. I think that if there was a chance that they would have stripped them all, and I would have been livid. I'm just not very happy with the scenario. Got home, but internet's in and out, and for some reason, generator tripped. Sorry to hear that, but I thank you for being here. Oh no, sorry. Hope it stays on. Glad you made it home safe. You need to try to freeze dry them. Oh, I have. But I'm telling you, Carol, they're a lot of work. I have. I'm going to be bringing some freeze dried with me to I'm going to bring a whole bunch of stuff freeze dried to the picnic. Um, I'm going to be I'm going to probably be selling some candy um, while I'm there, and I'm going to be letting people taste some of the other stuff that I have, because there's no way that they can taste what a lychee tastes like. They are very good. Everybody that's tasted them that been freeze dried love them. And um the the cherries went over the cherries that I freeze dried, which I've got to get in there and get the rest of them done that I have in the refrigerator so they don't go bad. Um those went over really well. Michael really loved them, so I just left the package with him and let him have what I had. That's all for now. If it's not too hot, I will deal with it tomorrow. That's flat out taking advantage of someone's generosity. Yes, it is. And I'm not saying that she didn't give me anything for it, but I'm just like, I didn't expect that much to be taken, and I just feel I don't want anybody to think that I'm being um selfish. I've had people say that I'm selfish for wanting my fruit for myself. Not this person, but I was standing at a neighbor's house and this fellow was there, and I said to him, and I guess maybe God is telling me you're being selfish. I don't know. I don't know how to read what's going on with my fruit. But this last year, the dude says, "Oh my goodness, your mango tree is absolutely gorgeous. I bet it's going to have tons of fruit on it." I said, "Yeah, it might this year. I'm hoping so. I have not been having great luck with it last year. I only got a few fruit off of it." And he said, "Well, when it comes in, you just give me a holler and I'll be right over to help you with them." I said, "No, I'm sorry, you won't. Because can I make jelly with it and can it for my mother, for myself, my family. I use my mangoes." He was so offended. He said to me that I was selfish with what God's given me. I said, "Go ahead, say what you want, but I don't think that's selfish. I think that's being smart with what God's given me. You didn't put in the hard work to keep that tree alive, to fix all the problems. You know, uh, frustrating. People are frustrating." Uh, the picnic. Which one I want to come eat freeze dried lychees? In Kentucky. You should come. You will have a blast, Carol. We have so much fun. Yes, I know. I know that. And David told her that. And you know what's funny? I'm not going to say it because David might be on here. No, I got, I got, I think he said they gave him 15 or 30. I'm not sure. 50, I don't know if it was $15 or 15 for bucket. I don't know. But I'm floored because my next door neighbor used to bring her friend over, and they paid me $20 a bag for them. I'm probably talking too much here. No, he did not hear you. You were concerned about it fruiting. Guilt like that is of the enemy. Yeah, probably so. People just want without doing any work. Yep. Can't go unless we get a windfall of money. One day we will meet up. That's right. I'm going to have to come to South Florida just to meet you. God gave you stewardship over it for a reason. Boy, I'm sorry I'm on one tonight. And I am generous to a fault. Um, and how do I say this? I have friends that I will give them the shirt off my back because they are so good to me, and we do for each other. Let me tell you, when you're in a relationship with somebody, it shouldn't be. We should never ever have to um, um, count what somebody does for us or something like that. I do what I can for everybody, but there are times when some people make you feel like they're taking advantage of you. Thank you. Thanks for coming in, Annabeth. Next time Publix bags weighed and you will feel better about it. The fifth annual picnic. Thank you for putting that up for me, Brenda. I think your neighbors are lucky that I am not their neighbor. Well, Susan, the lady that I'm talking about is not a neighbor. She was a friend from church for years. I'm on the same one too, Susan. You aren't selfish. He sounds greedy. Yeah. That dude, that dude that was across the street, he was greedy. He was, he was, even my neighbor was going, "What?" And let me tell you, he probably is one of the ones that would come out here and pick my tree without my permission, too. We used to have that problem all the time with people picking the fruit. This year, I didn't have that problem at all that I know of. I have a prayer request I heard from the IRS. They need 60 more days to figure out what's going on. Pray the Lord clears it up. Okay. We do have a lot of fun, Brenda. Oh, and those of you who are coming, I need seeds because I'm trying, I'm not great with this computer and I'm not great with emails and stuff like that. I have to remember to look for emails from the different companies, but I have not heard anything from anybody. We need seeds. Any kind of seeds, Linda. We're gonna give them away. Bub's not able to do it anymore, so I'm gonna take. I promised I would take over that. Yes, for the swap. Storm last night, so people are shooting off fireworks tonight. Wow. And I am having issues and dinging me. Y'all gotta pray for me. I've got to get back with the hip doctor and find out what's going on with my hips. I had a appointment lady call me, and I said I need to talk to them because I don't know if I need to go in for an MRI before I go to their thingy. So I didn't get an appointment. So now I've got to call them back and find out if they can get me in. And hopefully it won't be the time that I'm going to be gone. Right, I knew that. I'm bringing a bunch. My special squash, I have some harvested last September 3rd and still good. Oh, I'm so jealous. I wish my squash plants would do that good. I am going to keep seeds from this one too, though. And hopefully it won't be too great big huge viney. But I need to plant some squash that will grow on the trellises out there. I planted watermelon, but they sure aren't getting very big. And one side didn't come up at all, so I'm just going to go ahead and plant squash on the other side. It was a butternut squash. Oh, you planted it back on the mountain again? Far out. She's got a mountain that she made out of dirt, and she plants all kinds of uh, seeds all around it, and they just all grow up together. It's a cross between butternut, and Cherokee tan pumpkin. Ah, I forgot that it was part Cherokee tan. My hip is killing me. I cannot have anything cause me to go down. I'm going to have help tomorrow, Lord. I need your help. Feeling good. Oh, no. Wow. So, my girlfriend Wilma told me I had left her a bag of the Skittles and a bag of the Jolly Ranchers, a big bag of Jolly Ranchers done too, right? And she said to me, "You know, I only like the cherry ones and the uh, green apple, right?" And I said, "Oh, okay. Well, I'll make sure I pull some and do some just for you, right?" She said, "You know, I turned around and my granddaughter's got the bag and she's eating them." And I said to her, "You leave me any of them green ones now." She said, "They're all grown, Nana." So they went over pretty good. She says to her granddaughter, "Did you find the Skittles that she made?" Some of my best squashes have been crossed. Cool. I threw a few seeds out to some compost and I found loose in the bottom of a box. Some type of squash or something is growing, but I don't know what it is yet. Rub that hem with some magnesium oil if you have it. Just did with my feet. Help horrible pains in my feet lately, especially with my left. Well, I got a bag of flaked magnesium. My problem with magnesium, as you guys know, magnesium will cause you to go to the bathroom. I was taking magnesium and didn't know what was causing it. Now I've got this bag of magnesium and I'm wondering, okay, how do I do this without hurting myself? causing myself to have to run to the bathroom every 5 seconds. Kids always seem to grab the best stuff we are looking forward to. Yes, they do. Arnica oil then. I have arnica. This pain is in my cheek of my behind that goes all the way into the um, bone right there. And it is numb all the way to my toes. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Christy. It'll run you to the bathroom. In fact, if I ever have to have another colonoscopy, that's going to be my way. I am not going to be taking a whole bunch of uh, nasty tasting crapola. I'm going to be drinking Gatorade and taking magnesium. There is a stretch for that. It is two muscles trapping your sciatica nerve. I know the prep is awful. And I have to have them ever so often. But I'm hoping that I don't have to have them. I'm hoping I don't have to have one for a long time because I'm cancer free. So I don't know why I would have to. But I know they gotta look. They gotta look. But it's a pain. The muscles are in your buttocks. Yes, this this is where this is at, and it goes down just a little bit further too. Could it be a disc in your back? I have disc in lower back. Has symptoms similar. It could be. I have this degenerative disc disease, and it's pretty bad. I have discs that are crazy. Yes, magnesium can. The one not as harsh is magnesium malate. And that citric stuff is citric magnesium too, ain't it? That stuff will really give you the run to the bathroom. Something's going on. And it seems to be a lot when I'm sitting in this chair. I don't know if maybe it's the stuff that I'm sitting on, or I don't know. But um, I've been fighting a lot of weird um, things. My hands have been trying to blister, they're itching, and I mean, I don't know what's going on with me. Yeah, I'm not using that for muscles at all. Um, I didn't know vitamin C did that. And the funny thing about it is my mom was having some issues, and I told my sister to give it to her. My sister won't give it to her. She's afraid she's going to have an accident. I'm just wondering what kind of food we get magnesium out of that's real high in magnesium. I have to look that up. Maybe I can get it from my food. Y'all know I can't stand taking anything. I really just, it drives me crazy. Dark leafy greens. Well, I eat lots of them. Well, folks, it's getting to be that time. I'm dazing and um I need to get something to write with. Hang on one second. Move all my little stuff back over into David's chair. And I'm having a hard time getting in and out of the chair too. Oh, okay. Hmm. I wonder. I do eat the Malabar spinach. I wonder if that would help. I think my main problem is that I forget I'm not 30 anymore. Oh, well. Me too, Linda. Dear God, heal our friend Kathy of her pain. Give her a solution for helping her in and out of the chair and for absorbing B12. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey there, Diane. Thank you. I got to bring you back your tent. They loved it, by the way. Y'all say hello to my friend Diane. She's one of my best friends in the world. And I met her doing hair. I was her hairdresser for years. I can't sit on any pillows because that causes it to really bother me. In fact, that might be the reason why I'm having trouble. Just dawned on me. I have been sitting on a pillow with a hole cut out in it in the truck. So I'm going to have to get rid of that. Okay, Brenda Rain. Mm. Okay, I thought I'd come up not tomorrow, but maybe Friday or next week, if that's okay with you. It's getting hot. I pray I can get the generator going. Whew. Yes. Christy, I pray that you get a pole so you don't have to use generator anymore. Hey, Patty. Nice to see you coming in. Hope your leg went down. I saw the swelling on Facebook. Yes, I am taking prayer requests. I know your leg is swollen. Is there something else you wanted me to pray for too, honey? Yeah, I know. For those of you guys that don't know, Christy moved on some property, what, about a little over a year ago, right? And before that, when she purchased it, she got a pole, electricity pole, and had it wired up and everything. And somebody stole the electric pole. And, you know, it's just been downhill ever since. She's had more and more trouble with thieves and stuff, and it's just a pain in the butt. The swelling in my leg went down. I have a secondary injury in my foot and ankle from the fall. Oh no. Oh, Patty. Silly and ectopole. How low can people be? Diane, I'm telling you, you would not believe the 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 drug addicts can do just about anything. I know of her and family, another family. I don't remember where Moore's Patch of Heaven moved to their property, where that was at. But in the process of them buying their home, from the sale date or something to the date that they were going to move there, someone went into the home. Now this is out in the country. These people live out in the country. This is not in town stuff. These people are hitting people's homes in the country. They literally pulled every single wire out of the house and left them with no power. Out of a home, they stripped all of the wiring out of the house. Oh, they're in Missouri. They've since had to rewire that whole house. It's just crazy. Here they are. They search and search and search for property, buy the property, go and try to get on the property, and then get totally bamboozled. Now, Christy not only is having that problem, she's got a little tiny house that needs to be moved onto her property too. So right now she's having to stay in a um, travel trailer, and that's what she's struggling. She struggled all the way through this winter with that travel trailer, and it gets cold in Tennessee. Just saying. Yeah. At first, they thought it might have been the man who owned the place, but I don't. I think they figured out it wasn't him. Pretty sure I know who did it. Yeah, I bet you are. I bet we could figure that out. Yes, I think Christy's got a loaded broom, just like me and most people on here. Someone stole all the copper they could get their hands on before we moved in here. We split the first winter We spent the first winter with no electric or water. Oh, Brenda, you never told me that. I guess it happens more than people people know about. Wow. pulling wire out of a building and homes that has been having going on out here for probably 10 years or more. I'd say since meth houses were around back 20 years ago. Drugs are everywhere. I've got something better, and Almighty God. You tell him, Christy. Oh, horrible. Okay, I'm staying put. Oh, and I wanted to tell you guys before I pray too. On my way, I don't know if it was God sending me out that way or not. I really have mixed emotions about this. This could be the devil sending me that way. I don't know. Or maybe the devil's getting my hopes up. But there was some property on the way. There's 2 lots now that are open because one came back open again. Over 6 acres each lot. But I didn't feel I don't feel like it. I mean, it would be an awesome place. It's an hour from Wilma, 5 hours from here. So I could go back and forth. I really would like something a little more halfway, more towards North Florida, something like that. But it was owner financing, and I was really, really excited about it until I found out how much they were wanting for financing. I was like, I don't think so. I'm not going to pay. If you put 500 down, where's my phone? I'll tell you what they told me. Where is that? Okay. Well, it wasn't in the text. It was, wait a minute. But if I text, I can go over to, no, can't go over to they emailed me. I want to tell you what the percentage was because it's really a crazy amount of, there it is. Okay. This is so that you can see what I'm saying. Okay. Lot 14 is 1.26 acres. This is not where I wanted to be, anyways. 22,000. Track 2 is 4.6 acres for 39.9. Lots available in Cottondale Acres, Section 3. Lot 1 is 6.06 acres for 59.9. And lot 5 is 6.93 acres for 59.9. The thing about it is this is what the interest that they wanted. If you put 500 down, it was 15% interest. $2,000 down would drop it to 12% interest, and $5,000 would bring it down to 9% interest. That's high interest, folks. And granted, it's not it's just too much for me. I can't afford that. I don't even know how much the payments would be on that. Let's see, what am I missing? If a house is empty, since empty for any amount of time, they will come in and strip it bare. My granddaughter says my Nana's smallest angel is big as a house. Good for her. I love that, Christy. Out of the mouths of babes. Yep. I would not trust owner financing without a lawyer I personally knew checking everything over. Well, Carol, this is the funny part is this man that owns this and is financing it is a lawyer and he's doing the closings. I said there will be a cold day where the booger man lives that I didn't take my own lawyer to check out that paperwork. Just saying. All right, see you later, Patty. Sorry, I will put you on. I got you on the prayer list. I don't know about county auctions. You'll have to tell me about that, Diane, because I don't know anything about that. But I'd still have to have the money, and I don't have the money to do that. I don't know. Hey, Donna, how are you tonight? So I'm going to go ahead and pray so that I don't forget, because y'all know my brain ain't working anymore. I'm forgetting everything. And then we'll get back to talking about this property thing, because I'm telling you, I was really, really liking the area. So, dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this time we've got. Lord, I pray, Lord, that you fix all of Nancy's problems with the IRS and let them get that straightened out. I hate it that she's had her identity stolen. I pray, Lord, that you get it all worked out and them stop hassling her, Lord. Lord, you know that she's got a lot of physical and um health issues. So please, Lord, fix those too, Lord. And I lift her up and Anastasia, her good little helper that she is, having great um, summer break. And I just thank you for her friends. I just want to lift up Christy and Lord, I pray, Lord, that she can get her little tiny house over where it needs to be, that she can get some electricity there so she can, and some running water and everything so that she can be more comfortable and live the life that she really wants to live, Lord. I know it's hard whenever you're trying to get by with what you're got coming in. It's just very difficult, Lord. And I just lift her up and pray, Lord, that you bless her immensely. Lord, I thank you for Patty and her helping me with all that she does with the advice on soil and stuff, and she's so knowledgeable. So I know that she's had some downfalls with falling and hurting her leg and it all swelling up today, and now she tells me that there's a second injury in her foot. I pray, Lord, that you just heal it completely and let it um, let it not give her any more problems, Lord, and let her be able to get her garden fixed and all together. And thank you for all of my friends on here. I pray, Lord, that you bless them all immensely. And I just thank you that we have the time to share with one another and encourage one another. And boy, I sure need it. Been kind of down in the dumps lately, and I'm overwhelmed with all the things I got to get done. And I just pray, Lord, that Becky is a lot of help tomorrow, Lord. And I just thank you for all that you do for me in your precious sweet name. Amen. Okay. Brenda is Duncan. Um, and um, Southern Florida Sunshine is Carol. Auctions are cashier's checks, I believe, once they win, right? Not really sure. Um, I know that they have what do they call them to foreclosures and stuff like that. But when they have those foreclosing auctions and stuff like that, they end up rising up the cost of everything so immensely that you really can't get any good deals anymore. We looked into every cheap way to, and foreclosure was how we went. The bank owned it though, so not any auction. My th- Aw, the Lord knows. Um, my thing about it is, I'd like to be up somewhere near North Florida. Um, there, it's really good, fertile uh, farmland up there, but my preference would be right here in Brevard County, but the property is like astronomically high. And um, in the past, I have found property that I should have got on right away, but stalled for some reason or another, and it got snapped up out from underneath me. There was 30 acres in Mims one time that I seen that would have been perfect. There was also another pot close to that size too in Titusville, but that snapped up too. And see, I don't. When I'm saying I need big property, it's for raising cows and stuff like that, not just for gardening and doing the. Um, um, I want to. I want to have my ultimate dream is to have a place that I could have you pick like type place to be able to earn money to pay for property taxes and stuff like that. And um, I've always wanted to be able to teach these young people how to can and how to preserve food and have like a little teeny learning center. But I'm getting old. All those dreams are just going away. That's how you got your home too, Brenda. I didn't know that. Also, would you pray I get somebody to help me fix my lawnmower? The land I got cleared is growing back up. Oh, Christy, I didn't know it was still broken. Look into bank-owned foreclosures. We can't afford our country county either with AG zoning 650,000 and up. Yep. I believe someday you are going to find the perfect place. Thank you, Diane. That is just a quarter acre with a house. Oh, wow. Kathy, sometimes what we want isn't what we really need. Follow your gut instincts and it will come to you when you see it. Patience. Yeah, I'm telling you, Donna, when I seen that sign, I literally had Becky turn around and go and read that sign because I was like, oh, I can do this. And 6 acres would be a good thing. They were now. I probably would have gone for it if it had, if I was able to get two of them right next to each other. But they're lot one and lot five. They're just on the opposite ends, and I don't want anybody in between my property. Use the farm filter on Realtor. Okay, I have to figure out that. I've been looking on Zillow, but I don't do very good on Zillow at all. Maybe near Lake City. My friend lives in Millburg, which is south of Jacksonville, but it's growing up fast. Yeah, we used to have, David and I had a 10-acre place in Live Oak, and we had to get rid of it when his father got sick with cancer, and we came back home so that he could spend the rest of his time with the grandkids. Property values are overinflated everywhere. Estimated value of our house makes me laugh. Yep. We looked at this place 20 minutes after it went on the market and put a bid on it. Wow. We also have to follow God's lead for North Florida sinkholes galore. Yeah. In the 4 years it took me to get up here from when I started buying this property, it has gotten more crowded. Yep. Right. I want to take our equity and run, but everywhere is inflated. Zillow sometimes is not as up to date, but perhaps they gotten better. I don't really know how. I used to have a different app that was for realtors, but I don't know how to do it. Realtor.com. If I put the dot, it puts the link. Oh well. I meant Live Oak, I think. LOL. Live Oak's a beautiful place, but Live Oak also gets flooded bad from the Swanee River, and there's a lot of riffraff that live there. Gotta say. They also have an app. I use the app. I will check that out. Wow, I didn't know that. Hmm. The place where we had bought, the farmer had changed his property I guess he was getting old and decided to sell it off. And he had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of acres. And our place was absolutely gorgeous. It was the part of the property was nice, beautiful, lush green grass, and then it had a beautiful hammock full of um, live oak trees, and it was absolutely gorgeous. We put our trailer up through there and um, up into those trees in the shade, and I would get out with my little push mower. And Becky was only, she was very, very little. I don't even know how little she was. She was very, very little. Um, she wasn't even a year old. She was still just a baby. And Brian would get out there in his big old cowboy boots and help me. I had three of them in a little teeny trailer like you've got, Christy. And I'm telling you, we were so happy. I was sad though in some ways because I didn't have any electricity or running water or anything like that. We had propane tanks that we would fill, and that's how I got my lighting and stuff like that in the trailer when David was gone. But he had to work. He was hauling mail over the road, and he had to drive to Stark to the um, mail company, or was it Jacksonville? He was driving out of Jacksonville, but he drove all mail, U.S. mail trucks, great big 18-wheelers all over Florida. This property was 38 for 8.4 acres. Now, see, I wouldn't mind. I don't think either one of us would mind living in Tennessee either. Oh no, thanks. Flooding in Florida from a river? Nope. That means gators and cottonmouths and now saltwater crocs are becoming a more frequent thing. I didn't know that. That is a great price, but it is relates to location, location, location. Here we are running out of land down south. Yep. I do love oak trees. They are so gorgeous, but they can, when they get too wet, they will just fall over, or they'll rot from the inside and just crack right over. So, well, y'all, it's been super cool. Been super. Wow, it's late. It's been super nice, everybody in tonight, and I just want to thank you guys. Just keep me in your prayers. I don't know. I'm so depressed tonight. I just got to look up. Keep looking up. And their pollen will not be good. Yes. Ugh. Yes, she did. She did buy about 5 years ago. Oh my goodness, my nose is itching off. Somebody's coming to see me. No water, electricity, etc. I've got three big dogs in here instead of three kids. Yeah. Good night, Kathy and everyone. You are all in my prayers. Thank you, Diane. Thank you, Kathy. We will. It can also be the vitamin B and Needing rest one day at a time. Yep. Thank you. And Diane, call me tomorrow. Let's get together. I love you. Talk to you later.